Morning, gang. It's Tuesday, the 22nd of September 2020. A warm welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire. I've got a little bit of interference on my screen over there. I don't think you're getting it. I think it's just my monitor. I think it's this damn mobile phone again. This is the one we use for the text messages. I have to get someone who keeps trying to ring. I don't know why. No one's ever going to answer the damn thing, but there we are. Where else can I try putting this? Trouble is, if I put it behind me, you see, I kind of forget that it's there. Oh, you haven't read out my text message. You know what people are like if I don't get the blooming text messages right? It's like the end of the day. You know, it's like the end of their entire lives if you don't read the text message out. So I don't really like to put it over there. Oh, I don't know. No, I'm not going to say, oh, it's okay, we'll remind you. Because every 5 minutes, some idiot would, oh, you haven't checked the text messages. Haven't checked text messages. On and on, dear. Honestly. Well, do you enjoy cotton fish? Do you like cotton chips? Haddock and chips, perhaps? Personally, I have halloumi burger and chips. I don't eat anything with a face. I'm sorry. I don't eat anything with a face. Nice halloumi burger and chips. How about a lovely carrot and chips? What if they do deep fried carrots? Has anyone tried that? I bet that's quite nice. You'd have to get decent carrots, though. You know, Waitrose do these. Oh, what are they now? They're from Scotland. I can't remember what they're called now. There's about 6 carrots in like a little packet that Waitrose used to do, and I can't remember. They are beautiful. Oh, they were so sweet. Lovely carrots. Deep fried carrots. Has anyone tried that one, perhaps? Might be an idea. Well, if you eat cotton chips and that sort of thing, there might be something new coming to your fish and chip shop, boys and girls. I don't know how you feel about this. Even if I was eating cotton chips, I don't know. I mean, jellyfish? Oh, yes. In the sun, jellyfish could replace cod on takeaway menus to protect endangered species. Now, I always thought all this cod stuff was farmed. You know, or we put enough back into the sea so that it could continue to flourish. Perhaps not. It says in The Sun, scientists want us to eat only sustainable seafood and oceans full of the stinging blobs. Now, of course, they sting. But then again, people eat like tarantulas and things like that, I suppose, when they're cooked. The sting dies. I don't know how it works. I mean, how about why stop there? Why not have a little bowl full of wasps for breakfast, you know? Smashed up wasps. And that's not like the idea of that. Instead of, you know, shaking out that thing and getting out your cornflakes or your Frosties with Terry the Tiger, they're great. Terry the Tiger. You miss him, don't you? I haven't seen him for ages. No doubt some animal rights people have been marching up outside Downing Street complaining that Frosties is being nasty to endangered tigers, something like that. Oh, there'll be a little left. Have a look on Facebook. I guarantee there'll be a little left-wing group on there. Kellogg's is nasty to tigers. Don't eat Frosties. There'll be something like that up there, you know, while they're sitting there unemployed with nothing to do. I'm sorry, that's how they are, love. It says a new study shows 92 endangered and 11 critically endangered species, and they're ending up on plates. Germany, Britain, Spain, and the United States. Why is it in that order? I'll repeat that. Britain, Germany, Spain, and the US. That sounds better, doesn't it? Why does it start with Germany? Oh, I think that's incorrect. Britain, it's probably written by a millennial, you see. That's the trouble. Not proud to be British. Oh, we're English. We hate our country. We apologise for being English. Oh, God, one of that lot. Britain, Germany, Spain and the US are among the top importers of threatened fish, and cod is on the danger list in the North Sea and Atlantic. Well, I never knew that. I thought that years ago they did something. Or they stopped fishing. Didn't they stop fishing certain fish because of this, and it built stocks up again? Maybe it's gone back the other way then. A researcher says we'd never consider eating mountain gorillas or elephants, both of which are endangered. I don't think I could manage a whole elephant, to be honest. Could you? What, one or two of you could, I think. I reckon Gemma Collins has a couple of elephants a day, don't you? She sits there, doesn't she? I bet she gets up in the morning and has elephant on toast. I mean, is one enough for her? Perhaps I might have a rhinoceros on the side. An elephant and a rhinoceros. That's what Gemma Collins has for breakfast. And just a little dash of milk over the top because she's on a diet. Just one elephant and one rhinoceros. Not too much milk because of the diet, innit, Gemma? Because of all that weight you've lost. I mean, every time I look at these pictures of you announcing that you've lost so much weight, I think, wow, where? It says it should be illegal to eat something that is threatened by extinction. Well, that makes common sense, doesn't it? And a lady said, we don't know exactly what we're eating. It's really hard to trace seafood back to its origin. You know, I suppose once it's fried in batter and like, you don't know what's in that batter. It's a bit like kebabs. Dear me. I'd rather have, at least if you have, like a tarantula, which has been baked over a fire like they do in some countries. At least you know what it is. You've got no idea what's on those kebab things going around. Best ever lamb guaranteed. How do you know? How do you know? Have you cut a piece off and put it under a microscope? No. Rat meat, chicken, it's all on there. All mixed together and mashed up and then somehow put on this horrible metal thing that's going... Oh, it's disgusting. How can anyone eat a kebab? Oh, no. You'll be on the toilet for years if you've got that. I hope you've got good plumbing. If you haven't, I can recommend Adam the plumber to come round and fix your pipes for you. He's always going round to people's houses after they've had a kebab the night before to unblock the drains. Entire guts are emptying out into the sewage system of the United Kingdom because of that kebab you've eaten. You've no idea what's on that kebab. Ugh. It says UK law bans the sale of fresh fish from threatened species, but lax labelling rules for cooked fish can mean that battered fillets, yeah, like I was just saying, you see, labelled just fish or flake. Flake. Can you get deep-fried flakes? Now, that's appealing to me. My nephew had a deep-fried Mars bar the other day. His missus went mad. What is that? Nothing. What is that? That's how she speaks. She's fab, Stacey. I love her. Listen, you don't want to muck around with my nephew's wife. I'm serious. Do not have a row with her. You will lose. I've watched her go. we were at Haven Holidays a few years ago, and the children were invited up to the stage after this little show to have their photos done with the people on the stage, you know. And you get they're standing on the stage. You get a little line of children, little people, very little ones, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not the teenagers. Oh no, can't go up there. Oh no, too embarrassing. Not going up there. Not going up there. No, don't want to go up there. Don't want anything to do with anyone. Keep back, everyone. You know what teenagers are like. But the little ones go up. But sometimes they need a little bit of encouragement to go, right? So it was great niece Eve and Harry and Olivia. Eventually, we got them to go and they said, okay, we can't have any more in the queue now, I'm afraid. We're full up now, okay? We need to stop by 9 o'clock, right? So I got, I'm really sorry, a little bit late. I'm sorry, we can't do it now. Oh, only they wanted to have I'm really sorry, we have to stop here now. Okay, well, I've gone back with the children, told Stacey. She's gone over there, mate. 2 seconds later, the children were invited onto the stage. I don't know what she said. Don't muck around with my nephew's wife. She says to go, what is that? He said, it's a battered sausage. No, it's not. She says, let me have a look. And of course, all this chocolate is oozing out of the deep fried Mars bar. I've not tried one myself, But I wonder if they do, because it says here, cooked fish can mean battered fillet labelled just fish or flake. So perhaps they do battered flakes. I don't know what they'd be like. Cadbury's flakes. UK law bans the sale of fresh fish from threatened species, but lax labelling rules for cooked fish can mean battered fillets just labelled fish or flake, and they may be endangered species. Jellyfishes are multiplying, and the team from Australia's University of Queensland, which of course is where young Michael Pullman's from, believe they could replace fish on our menus one day soon. Now, so we've probably got Michael with us this morning. I would imagine somewhere. There he is. Morning, Michael. Have you tried jellyfish? Have you eaten that? Like with chips? Jellyfish and chips? Does that... I mean, I don't know. You tell me. And how do you cook that then? Is that deep fried? You know, I don't know. It says... Continues the story on in the Sun. Harvesting jellyfish for sustainable meals sounds like a win-win, but what does it taste like? And someone said, well, the smell hits you first. A mix of paraffin and marathon runners' socks. Oh. Incidentally, you'll be very pleased to know I've chucked my holy sock away today after someone else refused to fix it last night at Stacey's house. Stacey's mum was there. Could you fix my sock? No, I can't. Chuck it away. It says deep frying in traditional beer batter didn't help. Calamari is not too many people's taste, and this is far worse. Imagine a deep fried condom that tastes of Mo Farah's trainer. I think I'll have deep fried Mars bar and chips instead. So obviously not a story, not something that someone likes there, the writer of that story. But has anyone else had that? Jellyfish to eat? I don't know if I'd want something like that, you know. But there's all sorts of things you can buy there and try that, isn't there, really? Good. Right, let's say hello to some of you this morning. It's time for this morning's name check. And I have just 2 photos to show you tonight. Or today. Oh, well, there's a little bit from me, but I don't usually include that in the request for people's likes. We've got 2 photos today from George to show you. Okay, just a reminder, gang, I did delete everything that I had from various people because I'd got confused with all the different... I couldn't remember what I'd shown you and what I hadn't. So we start again. So just whenever you're sending stuff in, that's fine. Just send it to that address there. But I deleted everything yesterday. And we got the new ones from George so far. That's all. Jason Hughes, good morning. Hello to Jeff. Jeff and Linda are in the house. Morning, Jeff. You'll be pleased to know your glass thing has stayed on there. So I think I might have repaired that, Jeff, as part of my DIY skills. Yes, and I've now finished painting the little white stick that was holding our new transmission mast up on the side of the caravan as well. That's all up there. I've got some more DIY to do, and maybe, I don't know if I'll be able to do it this week. It just depends when it arrives. I've ordered a little bit of rubber, not rubber, roofing sealant. Roofing sealant. Because I did have a little bit of a leak somewhere. I've put that metal tape on, you know, that very sticky metal tape. I put that over where I thought the leak was, and it hasn't happened since. And I thought, as an extra barrier, I'd get some of that stuff that you paint on leaks. I think the brand is Polar. And you just paint it over where you think a leak might be, and it kind of seals it in. So I've ordered some of that. So might be a little bit more DIY to do there. Looking forward to that. There's Michael Palmer. Morning. DSLDG2. Good morning to you. All getting ready for the quiz later. He's always there for the quiz. We've got quiz tonight, gang. 8 o'clock is quiz time. I haven't quite finished the current affairs round yet. But there's bound to be lots of virus-type questions in there today. Okay. So the quiz tonight on this channel, 8 o'clock. Join us for quiz night, okay? Morning to Diane Jebb. Hello to Daniel Woodhouse. Dylan Hutchinson, good morning to you, sir. Fun things to do with tech. Hello to you. My ray of sarcasm has arrived. Just a little bit here and there. Fun things to do with tech. There he is. Gary Ross hoping to get 2 tickets again. No chance, mate. Not while I'm dishing out the tickets. Morning, Gary. Excuse me. Who else? We got Andy V. Good morning, Andy V. There's Mark Bowles. Nice and early, Mark. Up ready to go down the old gym, aren't you, my love? I did loads of exercise yesterday. All my exercise is cardio, though. mark, and it kind of becomes part of my day rather than a sort of exercise regime, if you see what I mean. So, I mean, yesterday, after the show yesterday, I went to see Heidi, who's not too far from me in another caravan. Gave her winnings from yesterday, her fridge magnet and her Scrap It Man sticker, which I'm sure I will be going round later and checking that she's displayed it prominently in one of her windows. Lovely to meet Heidi. She chats almost as much as me. Almost. Not quite. Really lovely to meet Heidi yesterday. So that was that yesterday. And then after that, I cycled to my sister. And as I say, the cycle to my sister, that's a decent run, that is. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. Hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes each way. And it is the most beautiful route, really. I mean, it really is. Did I upload that onto here? Well, I don't think I did. No, I've put it on my Instagram thing and on my Facebook. I think on the Twitter as well. And they all end Chris Reardon UK. So Instagram / Chris Reardon UK, Facebook Chris Reardon UK. There's about 35 photos I uploaded yesterday of the route that I take, you know, from here to my sister's and back again, the same route. And it's just along a river. It's just beautiful. There's a bit where you'll see, if you've seen the photos, there's a bit where the road is kind of falling down into one of the fields. It's not falling down, but it's moved. And there's these great big crevices on the road. So I took a photo of that. You'll see cows, horses. I tried to get a picture of a chicken, but it was chicken. Someone's got chickens, but they were kind of hidden behind a tree, clucking away. They went, oh, beautiful route. It's so beautiful. And the swans and the ducks, and it's quiet, and hardly anyone comes down that road. And you get fishermen down there. Whenever you've seen fishermen, you never see rubbish around them. They take it all home. Although I did identify a piece of rubbish. On my trip there, I identified a piece of rubbish for collection later. Sometimes I do that. As you know, I am Chief Womble here in Chapel Hill. And I pick up other people's rubbish because they're dirty, disgusting people. And it must be cleansed. Areas must be cleansed. So I identified this piece of rubbish, which was, it's so bad. On the roadside was a carrier bag. A whole, not one of those thin things that are 5 pence. One of the carrier bags for life type carrier bags, right? It gets worse. It was a Poundsland carrier bag. I mean, for God's sake. It must have come from that council estate that's around the back there. Awful. This pound, and it was bright right against the green. You couldn't miss it. Couldn't miss it. I thought, well, I'll pick that up later. Because I know no one else will pick it up. No one else will bother. No one else will bother. Because I had Mark Bowles' parcel on the back of the bike. Carefully balanced. And I had letters to post, you know, for people's bingo prizes that they won on Monday. So that was all on the back. So I didn't have any space for anything else. So I left it there. Then I identified a tin can on the way. I thought, I'll have that later. And along the river I went, and it was all very nice indeed. Got to my sister's, right about 1 o'clock, I think it was, sort of about 1 o'clock. On the way there, I stopped at the co-op, got myself a little crusty roll and a bag of lentil barbecue crisps from the co-op. Oh, they're delicious. 94 calories per serving. 5 servings in a bag. I had all 5, yeah, I know. And I sat outside in the garden with her, and my brother-in-law came out. He's still not quite right, but, you know, he's getting there, I think. And we sat there eating these bleeding wasps. Oh, how annoying are they at the moment? There was one, it kept trying to come in here yesterday when I was trying to leave the house to go to Heidi's. Bleeding wasps everywhere, and they kept coming round us in the garden. Well, my sister's got one of those execution bats. Oh, so much satisfaction when you get that wasp and it goes pop, electrocuted to death. Even better than the pop is where you leave it on the thing and you hold the electric on and the thing starts smoking. It's smoking. Horrible things. Bzzz, all the time they go. My brother-in-law's like this. He was chief wasp executor yesterday. Like that is with this bat. And then the best bet, you can't always get them when they're mid-flight. You got a couple mid-flight. You hear them popping. The best bit is where they land and you just place the bat over them and push the button and watch them become electrocuted. I like the smoking that comes off them. But going back to the earlier story there, I mean, perhaps that's something we could be eating in the future. You know, wasps. Wasps for breakfast instead of Frosties. How would you have them? Would you have milk over them, perhaps? Or on toast? Perhaps a little pie, nice wasp pie. I wonder what that would taste like. Presumably they wouldn't sting anymore, otherwise you'd get a mouthful of ulcers, wouldn't you? I don't like ulcers in the mouth. I'm sorry, I don't. You get a little Bonjela, put that over it. Well, it don't seem to do it much, does it, to be honest? I used to have terrible ulcers in my mouth. About 12 years ago, I had terrible ulcers in my mouth till I realised what was wrong with my blood. Give them some pills. They were soon gone. Got to keep taking the pills now. That's it. At 10 o'clock. Thank you for reminding me. So there we are. Squatting these wasps all over the place. Oh, terrible. And then I cycled home along the same route. Lovely, really. Although there was a bit where it said road 15-minute delay, tree cutting or grass cutting. I thought, okay. So I'm cycling along this road. It's not very wide. It's right next to the river. Cycling along this road, looking at the view, and there I are in front of me, 3 enormous, giant, great lorries. Now, why you need an enormous tractor like that to cut a bit of grass, I do not know. But nevertheless, they took up the whole width of the road. Only one way round, up on the bank. I thought, that's no problem at all. So I waved to the bloke, and they always wave at you. Waved or nod, you know that nod that you do. All right, mate. All right, mate. That's what we do in the UK. We say hello to everyone. All right, mate. Like that. And I bumped up onto the grass, and I carried along, and after about 5 seconds, my wheel got stuck. I thought, oh, God, what's happened there? And I looked down at my back wheel, and of course, I'm cycling on the bit where the grass had been cut, and it was quite long grass. And what's happened is that the wheel has picked up the grass, it's gone in the gears and the cogs and jammed the blooming wheel, isn't it? Oh, Lord, I thought, oh, that's great, isn't it? So I've got off the bike. I thought, well, I'll push it along to behind the lorries, okay, behind the tractor type things, to save the embarrassment of letting them see that I've done something bad to the bike. So I've got off and I'm pushing it along. No, the wheel ain't moving, mate. That's locked now. I thought I'll try and turn the chain backwards. Off comes the chain. So then I'm on all fours, trying to pick out. My fingers went black. Of course, the oil. It was, in particular, it's like that derailleur gears. You know what I mean? Derailleur gears. So you've got the gear on the back of the bike, haven't you? And then these 2 little plastic things. It kind of goes around that big cog thing, and then it goes around these 2 little plastic things, and then back to the pedals. It's the 2 little plastic things. They were caked up in grass, and it had jammed everything up. So I had to carefully pull it out, and I mucked around with the chain, and eventually got it going again. Oh dear, you do learn, don't you? Got back here. I had a little sleep, and then it was time to go swimming. So jumped in the car, thought off I go swimming. I will now pick up the 2 items of litter I'm in the car now. So, and the swimming place is quite near my sister's, so I'm doing the same route again. Right? Come out of here, driving along. There it is. The plastic bag is still there. Exactly the same spot as it was last time. So I've picked this up. I don't wonder what's in there. Oh, I wish I hadn't opened that. God's sake. There is a pizza in there. Half a pizza, and it is covered in crawling, writhing, moving maggots. Oh no. But, miraculously, the pizza and the maggots are at the bottom of the carrier bag. Here's the weird thing. The top bit, so if you've got a carrier bag, right at the bottom, with the top bit completely clean inside. So I thought, I can't leave it there. I cannot leave that there. Can't. What if a swan comes along and tries to eat that bag? Exactly. Because that's what happens to little animals. So I tied the top of the bag. and I just put it right in the car there, and I whisked off and I put it in one of the dog poo boxes. I see. Oh, there are no bins round here. There are no public bins anywhere. This is half the reason the stuff all gets rubbish. Apparently, I was told the council don't like emptying them, so they took them all away. I mean, how thick and stupid can you be? So anyway, I put it in the poo bag and carried on to my sister's house. Oh, excuse me, got hiccups. Carried on to the swimming pool. Got there about 5 to 7. They took us in, and once again, in the swim I went, and I took a couple of pictures today of the swimming pool. Now these pictures were taken after the swim. I managed to achieve 42 lengths yesterday. It's quite a long pool. 42 lengths is in 50 minutes, but it is a long pool. Okay, so I'm quite pleased about that. You couldn't do any more. Unless I was able to go faster. I can't really go any faster than what I'm going already. I mean, I'm already going past people anyway. You know, the really slow people. It's the lanes are so wide that you can go up the middle and go past people like that, like an overtaking lane. All right. So, so I had my swim. I took a couple of pictures after I came out of the pool. Here they are. All right, there's a picture. That's the pool I was in last night. Isn't it beautiful? It's all lit up at night. That is Jubilee Park, okay? Woodall Spa Lido, Jubilee Park. And it's never really cold. It's cold round the outside, obviously. The toilets, they have, I think, 1 or 2 toilets open only. The changing rooms are open. Oh, where have I gone? There we are. I don't use either of those, really. I go to the toilet before I come out. I swim. I don't use the changing rooms. I don't touch anything. And I'm out again. As soon as I get out of the pool, I dry myself and go out, and I have my shower later when I come back to the caravan, so I don't have to touch anything. You know, got to be safe. We're getting a little bit too complacent, some people, aren't we, eh? Eh? Are you still washing your shopping? Well, I think you need to start doing it again. And you'll be doing that for 6 months now, my friends. So that's a picture there. I also did a quick video of the pool. Again, this was taken. I asked permission. I said, when everyone's gone, do you mind if I just hang around for about 30 seconds and do a quick video? No, that's all right, mate. So I waited till everyone had gone, because otherwise, you know, they said, oh, you're taking videos of my kids. No, you're taking video of my kids. No, not your kids, darling. They're ugly. That's what you've got to say to these people. Why on earth would I be taking pictures of your ugly kids? Go away. Oh, you know what people are like? They assume the worst in everyone, don't they? Anyway, so I waited till everyone had gone, and I took this little video of the pool for you. Here we go. It's lovely. Look at that, eh? It's a little bit flashy, that picture. I think that's due to the fact that it was so dark and it's got lights on it. But that's the pool I was in last night. And you can't see the separation ropes there. They've taken those out there at that point. There you go. Finished off with a nice freeze frame. There we are. All right. And it really is a lovely pool. That's Jubilee Park in Woodall Spa. Sadly, it will be closing on the 27th, which is 4, 5, 6, 7 in 4 days. I think that's Sunday. Is it 22, 23, 24... 25. Yeah, it closes on Sunday. I've got one more swim booked there on Thursday night. And it really is absolutely delightful there. It really is. And then they close, and then that's it, I'm afraid, for the winter. And it doesn't open, I think in Easter next year, which I'm hoping by Easter we might be out of this whole virus thing. I don't know. We leave it to the experts. We don't know, do we? We don't know. And came back here. No, where did I go after that? Went up to my my nephew's house just to see Michelle. That's Stacey's mum, his wife's mum, because I get on quite well with her. She's all right. The children were already in bed until they heard Uncle Chris's voice, and then they had to come down and see me. Yes. So I had 20 minutes or so with the children. They came down from upstairs. They're devils to get them to go to bed. Devils. Can't get them to go to bed or to sleep, those two children. Funny, innit? Don't know why. But they came down and Evie sat next to me. Evie, great niece Evie, she's 8. She's very excited. Today, she is going on her very first horse. They are going on, she is going on a horse today, and she's very, very excited about that. She's quite athletic, Evie. Not so much Harry. Harry plays a lot of football. He goes to Lincoln City Club, I don't know what it's called actually, some sort of children's football club that he goes to up there once a week, I believe on Saturdays, I think. Saturdays or Sunday, once of those. So he goes and plays football, which he likes very much. And Evie's going to, she does a lot of athletics and gymnastic type things. And she's got her first ride on a horse today. And she's very excited, and I told her, well, make sure you do some photos and and find out the name of the horse. It can become your friend. She's very, very excited to go horse riding today. So that's watched a little bit of telly. I can't remember what we watched now. And then came back here. I was really tired when I got back here. It was about 10:30, 11:15 by the time I got back here. So I sorted out today's show quickly, and then I went straight to bed. I was so tired. Those that pizza with maggots reminds me actually near my nephew's house. He's got a maggot farm near him, and when the wind blows in that direction or from that direction, the smell is it's absolutely putrid. It's horrible. Maggot farm they've got where they make maggots for or they grow. What do you say? Grow maggots? They grow maggots for fishermen and presumably other stuff. What else would you use maggots for? I don't know. What an awful fishing. Oh, Christ. They got that little hook. First of all, they put a live oh, it's awful. And then hang it in the water or the string. Nasty. Nasty. So that's that. I've seen the space. I think it's the space station. Perhaps any astronomers who are watching the show this morning. And I've seen this twice now when I've been in the pool at Woodhall Spa, okay? The time I'm going at the moment, it goes from light to dark, as in daytime to nighttime, in the space of an hour. It literally is black by the time we come out of there. And at about 7:30, you get a single star appear. It's quite bright, right over the pool. So at one end, I'm going to say cycling then, as you're swimming down one way, there's a single star there. Now, on both occasions, I've seen this on Saturday. I just happened to be looking, and I saw it again last night, almost bang on 5 to 8 p.m. Okay, this other star appears, very bright, brighter than that one, and it moves very slowly. Now, I don't think that's a satellite. It's too bright. Do you think that's the space station? I looked it up last night. I'm not very good at looking stuff up on the internet, to be honest. And I've also got a Spacewalk app, which you can get on your phone. And it's supposed to show you where all these stars are. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't work out how that works. I don't know how it works. So 5 to... perhaps someone knows the answer to that. 5 to 8, both on Saturday night and last night as well. This very bright star appears and moves. Really, it's the only thing you can see. That and the other star. It moves really quite slowly and it goes right across. It's got to be either a very large satellite or a low orbit satellite or the space station, one of the two. It's fantastic seeing this. Looks like someone is watching. The Russians are watching. Somebody's watching you. Yeah. Like that. Anyone know that? 5 to 8. 5 to 8 across, where are we? Across the central, the West Midlands or wherever we are. I don't know where we are. Across Lincolnshire, there we are. Okay. So if anyone knows that, I'll be interested in that. I'll be keeping a little eye on your messages in a moment. Okay, let's read some of them now. Let's go down the list here. Let's have a look there. Good morning to, where are we? Mark Bowles. Morning, Mark. There he is. Must be going to the gym at some point. Good morning to Mr. Ray Reynolds. Morning, Ray. Had a little chat with Ray on the phone last night. Not long enough, actually, Ray. Might give you another call today. Morning to the delightful Mandy Davenport. She's in charge of pain and suffering on this channel. Please behave yourselves. Otherwise, Mandy will be round, my darlings. Watch out. There he is. Gary Butler's in the house. Morning, Gary. Scrap It Man in the house. Someone will win one of these stickers tonight. Oh, yes. We'll be giving one of those away tonight. And 2 of my stickers. 2 of these as well, okay? You will be winning one of those and 2 of those. There you go. in our quiz this evening. Quiz night tonight, 8 o'clock on this channel. Tell your friends, bring them along. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, I've got a couple of pictures from George today. George pictures today. We won't ask too much today. Just 20 likes for George's pictures today, please. 20 likes for George's pictures, and I'll shove them up on the screen. Good morning to... There's George Bond there now. Hello, George. Good morning, George. Morning to Sherry DMP. Hello to you, my love. Sherry's got her own YouTube channel as well. Check it out, boys and girls. It's always very happy, always very smiley. That's what we like. Happy and smiley, not miserable. Morning to Paul and Lou. They've made it early today. Well, that's a shame. That's a change, isn't it, Paul and Lou? Congratulations. They like kebabs. Oh no, Paul and Lou. Please don't eat kebabs. Very, very bad. Dangerous food. That's what it is. Fun things to do with tech. Flake in beer batter is so good, but Cadbury's cream eggs in a soda water batter. Oh, that does sound nice. Do you know I didn't have a Cadbury's cream egg this year. Didn't have one. Didn't have. As you can see, I still put the weight on though. Might as well have had one. I don't know. Really? Still put the weight on. Good morning to Mick Davenport. Have a row with Mandy. You lose and get bruised. Well, why wait for a row, Mandy? Just kick the hell out of him anyway, just for the sake of it, darling. He's just one of those annoying characters, isn't he? I'd just do it anyway. Don't need to row with your Mick. She can hit you whenever she wants. Let's have a look there. Scrolling down there, my loves. One moment, please. We've jumped too far once again. This always happens there, doesn't it? Christopher Woodhouse. Good morning, DJ Chris. Hello to you. Mick Davenport. Oh, that poor child going to Lincoln City. That's child abuse. Yeah. Are you going to ring up the what are they called? The DHSS? No, DHSS. Oh, Social Security. Child abuse. Child abuse. Forcing a child to go to Lincoln City. Oh, dear. You'll have those kids taken off you, Gary. They'll be round. East Coast. Good morning to you, East Coast. Hello, sir. Scrolling down there, where are we? Where's the interesting messages? Come on, where are you, my loves? Good morning to John Parrish. Please stop touching your nose, dear. It's so off-putting. Oh, shut up. Stop moaning, John. Turn it off if you don't like it. Go on. Bye. 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 Get itchy nose. What can you do? I'd like to see some of you try doing this. Make me laugh. LaBelle would be able to do it. Good morning, LaBelle. She's a television person, aren't you, LaBelle? At least I ain't got my finger up it like George Bond does. Be grateful, mate. 2 photos from George Bond to show you today. We want 20 likes from those, please, boys and girls. NSPCC, is that it? NSPCC, is that the one that takes your kids off you? Eh? Or you want to go down Aldi and see how the children are spoken to in there by their parents, swearing and shouting. Ghastly picture. Ghastly picture. Dylan says he sent a picture in. Okay, that will appear tomorrow. Oh, that disturbing one. No, I can't. I'm not putting that up. We don't use words like that on this channel, Dylan. That word beginning with V, referring to ladies' parts. I find that an offensive word. There is a line that we don't like to cross on this channel. Thank you very much. All right, what have we got today then? It doesn't look like Michael Parman. Have you not tried? He hasn't mentioned the jellyfish. Presumably you haven't tried jellyfish. But you know, a jellyfish just must be like eating snot. It's like those people, they eat snails or oysters. Oh, God. It must literally be like swallowing a load of thick snot eating an oyster, mustn't it? Ooh. Horrible. Horrible. Right, some stories for you. How do you fancy going into space? On ISIS. Sorry, ISIS. The International Space Station. This is what I thought I saw yesterday, the International Space Station. It was just too bright to be a satellite. But I might be completely wrong, I don't know. But anyway, in the Sun this morning, plans for a new reality show that will send one winner to space for 10 days have been revealed. Yeah, do you fancy going on a reality show? Gemma Collins won't be able to do this one. How is that rocket ever supposed to take off if Gemma Collins is sitting on it? The answer is it won't. I mean, the programme will be finished before it's even started. And I reckon, boop, boop, boop. You know that noise they do on when they're doing space rockets and all that, whatever. T minus 35 seconds. Boop. 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 And with all rockets standing by for launch, T minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, boop. Boop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. And here's the rocket. And the rocket's fire. And the rocket don't move. Why? Because Gemma Collins is on it. How can that take off? You'd need to use all the oil ever made in the UK for that rocket to lift up 1 inch if Gemma Collins was on it. And then she'd burst into tears. Oh, I can't believe it's all my fault. Oh, no. All these people are going to be so disappointed that the rocket can't take off because I'm too fat and untalented. That's why. Media production Space Hero Incorporated wants to film a contestant's trip to the International Space Station in 2023. It's only 2 years away. Will you still be here? Debatable. I like to think I'm still going to be here, but there's nothing guaranteed. Touch wood. There you are. Go on a space station. Do any of you think in your remotest dreams that any of you would be as interesting enough to go on a reality show? The world would be the first. It would be the first reality show in space. It's being referred to as the Space Hero series, and the premise is that one lucky winner will be selected to go space out of several contestants. According to the show creators, a seat for the winner has already been booked on an Elon Musk SpaceX Crew Dragon spaceship. NASA has confirmed it is in discussions with Space Hero Incorporated about the TV show. There you go. Are you liking the sound of that? It's about opening space up to everyone, not only to astronauts and the billionaires, it says. The contest to find a suitable spacegoer would be worldwide, so almost anyone could apply. Except Gemma Collins. Too fat. They want people with talent, Gemma. Munching away through 10 lots of McDonald's in one sitting is not really talent, lovey. I'm sorry. And neither is swearing every time you open your mouth and crying all the time, dear. The production crew want to find space-loving individuals. Once selected, people would be filmed going through the grueling astronaut training. It was quite difficult, you know, all that. You've got to jump around and you're floating on these non-gravity things. It says a high level of fitness. I mean, that would be me and Mark Bowles. We're very fit. We're very fit. A high level of fitness would probably be needed for the candidates. The aim is for the audience to pick their favourite person to send space. When the winner has been picked, they would be blasted off to the International Space Station for 10 days and filmed during the whole time from takeoff to landing. Is that a good idea? On the International Space Station. 10 days. It's not a bad holiday, is it? Oh, look. Little Mark Jones has sent a £2 super chat. He's staying near me at the moment, aren't you, Mark, darling? There we are. Thank you, Mark. I now search high and low for the super chat raffle tickets. Searching high and low. One moment, please. Oh, there they are. Let me give you a couple of free raffle tickets. The Super Chat raffle this week is for Mark, our brand new pack of playing cards featuring me. How blooming wonderful is that? Look at that, eh? That's me on every single card. Mark Bowles has already got a little packet of these. He's got a little bit sticky, apparently, according to his delightful girlfriend, Tina, who I hope I will never meet because, you know, she's likely to have to beat her up or something like that. I don't know. But Mark Jones, thank you, Mark. He's staying at Tattershore Lakes Caravan Park. Perhaps you're staying in one of the caravans I used to stay in there before I got my one. 259 and 260 for you there, Mark. There you go, darling. 259 and 260. There you go. Put those in there like that. All right, Mark. Okay. Good morning to Michael Lawrence. Hello to you. Let's just scroll a little bit there. Oh, how are we doing on those likes? Have we got 20 yet? 10 likes at the moment. Another 10 likes and I'll show you George Bond's pictures this morning. There's Mark Jones popping in. Thank you for the tip, Mark. There we go. Right. That's that. What else have we got here? Strictly Come Dancing. Do you like Strictly Come Dancing? Do you like it? I don't watch it. I've dipped in and out of it before. It's not really my thing. That to be said, I think it's an excellent made programme. It looks absolutely spectacular on that TV. Auntie Brenda, she says it's not the same since Bruce Forsyth departed, unfortunately, from this world. But nevertheless, it's a very successful programme, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I like the fact that there's a band on at the back. They have special guests. Barry Manilow did it once, didn't he? Barry Manilow did it. It says here, Strictly Come Dancing's Movie Week special left fans annoyed as they complained about the commentary being too much over the video clips, which resulted in the show being ruined. This is in the Daily Mirror this morning, so presumably they kept talking over the music. You know, which is really annoying. DJs do that. Some DJs do that. It is annoying. If you're going to talk over music, you talk over the intro. Okay? And then as soon as someone starts singing, you shut up. So I'm not quite sure how this happened because I didn't see it. But it says, Strictly Come Dancing's Movie Week. Fans waited patiently for the return of Strictly this October. BBC bosses have put together a series of specials from the archives. They've got gaps to fill at the moment because, of course, no one's been filming due to the COVID-19 thing. So that putting together bits and pieces like the EastEnders, you know, they put together like compilations, didn't they? I think they're doing the same with Strictly Come Dancing because they're missing Casualty at the moment. Well, that's an hour's worth of show, peak time on a Saturday that they haven't got. So I think that's why they're doing this. The Movie Week special aired on Saturday night, but it didn't please all the viewers. During the show's Movie Week, do you watch Strictly Come Dancing? Do you watch it? During the show's Movie Week, the professionals and their celebrity partners can get creative with songs, routines and outfits based around films. While rewatching the epic moments home, some viewers complained there was too much commentary going on over the top of the clips, which left them unable to enjoy the show. I mean, how awful. How awful for them, you know. Shows that people talk too much on them. They just talk, and they just talk, and they just talk. I even get complaints of this. Oh, you talk a lot, don't you? And I think, what a thick person you are. To say that someone talks too much on a talk show. I mean, you've got to be really thick to say something like that, haven't you? One wrote, why oh why can't you show the best routines all the way through without interruptions? And I must say I go along with that. Without the voiceovers, as they were meant to be seen. Instead, every single routine was spoilt. So disappointing. And I get that. I completely get that. Why would you just be talking over it all the time? How annoying is that? As I tell you what annoys me as well. Like now I don't really watch it that much. The commentary on things like Ibiza Weekender with the delightful looking Jordan. He's not in it anymore, is he? But there's another bloke in there now with the tattoos. I think there's a couple of girls in there as well, but they're completely irrelevant. The lads look fantastic on there, don't they? Ibiza Weekender, and there's that dinner one that I don't watch where you go around someone's house, cook for people a lovely meal, and then they go on the camera and slag you off. There's the commentary on it. It gets on my nerves. And the bloke who's doing the commentary sounds as camp as a blooming Christmas tree. Go away, dear. Why can't we just up the show as it is? I don't like over commentary over certain things. Of course, there are certain things you do have commentary on. You know, like natural history things and things like that, where you might have a giraffe or something like that, and it's talking about giraffes and things, and it gives you a little bit of the history and what have you. Old Richard Attenborough, isn't it? Richard Attenborough. 90 odd years, wasn't he? Some people wrote, are you showing any dances or just 10-second snippets with talking over it? Apparently this is how it was. Didn't even watch this till 8 p.m. Can't believe I've waited to see this. Waste of a programme. Movie week is usually the best. I thought I'd be watching full dances, not just clips and full of rubbish chat. Sorry, just expecting too much from Strictly. So they were talking too much over it. Do any of you watch that? Strictly Come Dancing at all? Is that something you will watch? There you go, Christopher Woodhouse. We are all thick. Are you? I never said that. Do you think so, Chris? Oh, dear me. Yes, we can see messages, Mark. John Aiken, good morning to you, John. Hello, John. We love Strictly. I know a couple of the singers and the band leader. Lovely guys. Do you remember that band leader? The one with the moustache. He's not with us anymore, is he? Oh, Christ. What's he? He wrote all great theme tunes like two Ronnies. Ronnie Hazelhurst. Now, there was a man. He could write music, couldn't he? Old Ronnie Hazelhurst. Used to love his stuff. He used to come along and conduct the orchestra when they had an orchestra on stage at the Eurovisions, didn't he? The bloke with a moustache. Very, very talented man. Ronnie Hazelhurst. Wow. Good. What else? There's an old plane here. Daily Mirror this morning. I love this. We were mentioning this the other day. Could you live on a plane, weren't we? We had something there. I'll show you a picture of this in a minute. Daily Mirror again. An old Airbus jet destined for the scrap heap has been transformed into a quirky holiday rental. I love it. Dubbed Arabian Nights Airbus. It's £179 a night, so it's quite expensive, isn't it? I'd be perturbed if I spent £179 a night in a hotel. My sister was in a hotel last night because they've actually they should be getting there soon. They're off to Cyprus this morning. Ryanair. And they stayed at a hotel at Stansted Airport. £40. That's all right, isn't it? She was showing me a picture of it, having a FaceTime. She was tucking into something out of a little plastic pot last night. Coleslaw. She's eating this coleslaw while she's trying to talk to me. Bits flying out all over the room. I mean, it must have been a terrible mess in that room last night. Coleslaw everywhere. But it looked all right. £40 a night. That's okay. £179 a night, this one. The Arabian Nights Airbus. £179 a night rental. Sleeps up to 4 guests. Oh, okay. Well, if there's 4 in there, well, it's different, isn't it, I suppose? And even has a terraced area and barbecue shelter. The converted A319 is part of a catalogue of bizarre accommodation experiences by Apple Campings in Pembrokeshire. The aircraft was once owned by Air Canada and then leased to Air Malta. It was bought by Etihad in 2003 before becoming the first plane to be decommissioned by the firm. After 3 decades in the air, they last a long time, don't they, planes? 3 decades it was up there. After 3 decades in the air, it was saved from the reclamation yard after being bought for £45,000, says the Manchester Evening News. So, looks fantastic, actually. I don't know. I mean, staying in a hotel for a night or two, is that, or a plane rather, is that kind of doing it for you? Let's have a look here. Here we are. Ba 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 da ba. There you go. Look at that. It's all right now. We won't need curtains, will you? Just pull those shutters down. But everyone's in the same room. Is it separated into rooms? Oh, I can't be sharing a room with anyone. Oh, no. Oh, here we are again. So, no, there's the 2 beds are down the end. Presumably, it's one room. The whole thing is just one room, isn't it? I can't see where the... Perhaps that's the kitchen at the back there. Right at the back there. Look. So you've got a couple of single beds. Be no good for you and me, Mark. 2 single beds, darling. Oh, I can't be sleeping on my own, darling. What? Arabian Nights has a separate sheltered area for dining. In the highly unlikely event of inclement weather in this little oasis in Wales where it rains all the time. It's got its own kitchen, dolly-style shower and loo. How lovely. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. 3 sneezes, that's what we normally do. I quite like that. The cross-section of the plane is both the living area and bedroom. Original switches have been modified for the lighting, and the mural at the back of the outside shelter is of an oasis in the desert. Nice. Do you want to stand on something like that, or stay on something like that, rather? It says Apple Campings there, doesn't it? I wonder what Apple Campings are. Different places that you can go on holiday. Oh, is that the same plane? I don't know if it's the same one. Yeah, camping in... It must be. Yeah, I just want to see the outside of it. Look. Outside of it there, look. There you go. Look at that. Isn't it good? It's good, isn't it? I like it. Experience the comfort of our beautiful campsite, situated in the tranquil yet accessible Pembrokeshire countryside. I like the sound of that. Is it just planes they've got? I don't know. The funky dome. They've got tents. They got yurts. The witch's hat. Oh, let's have a look at that. The witch's hat. Let's see if I can... That's the witch's hat there, is it? Okay. I'm gonna... The witch's hat. Oh, it does look like a witch's hat. That's the sort of people that great nieces and nephews would stay. To see the witch's hat. Evil. Evilness. Love it. All wooden. Nice. Nice to say somewhere unusual like that. I used to go camping a lot with the Scouts, but I don't think I'd like to do that now somehow, you know. Not my sort of thing. How we doing with those likes? 16 likes at the moment, another 4, and I'll show you young George Bond's pictures this morning. All right. He is live streaming on Saturday and Sunday coming. Is it like watching Jack and Nori? I'm glad you like. Glad you like the stories there, Mick, rather than reading out your completely, utterly irrelevant, boring messages. Really, it's so much more interesting listening to my stories, don't you think, everyone? I do as well. Let's have a look. Morning. What's this one now? Morning routine. Who's got a pampered dog? I bet Denise would have a pampered dog. She's not with us this morning, Denise. Denise would have a pampered dog, wouldn't you, Denise? Eh? Yes. My mum had a pampered dog. He was called Max. Me and Max. We didn't really get on for some reason. I don't know why. He always growled when I was around. I don't really like dogs, I must admit. Not all dogs, but the great big ones that bark and shout at you all the time. Oh, go away, you silly little dog. You know, it would be an enormous pleasure to have a tiger, a full adult tiger, as a pet. I could walk around. It doesn't really happen here, nasty dogs, but certainly in Bracknell, 1 or 2 people have got these blooming great big Alsatians that hate everyone. I would absolutely love it to be walking along the road with my pet, fully grown adult tiger and come across one of those silly little barking Alsatians. Not with my tiger, mate. No, you don't. No, you don't. Anyway, in the Daily Star this morning, the morning routine of a pair of adorable American bully dogs has gone viral after people noticed that their slap-up breakfast is even better than what many humans have. Now, my mum used to look after my dog. Her dog like this. She would literally, lunchtime, she'd be there cooking it a chop or a piece of chicken or something like that. She'd do that, put it down in a dog bowl, dog comes and eats it up, and then she'd go and get herself a tomato from the fridge. People love their dogs. They poop. They look after them. They pampered. That's the word. A video lays bare the pampered lifestyle of a pair of American bully dogs who have so good people are even jealous of their breakfast. The spoiled pooches called Noah and Lincoln. That's a nice name, isn't it? Noah and Lincoln. Do you like those names? Live with their owner in America and have a cushy lifestyle that includes a raw food diet of fresh meat and vegetables. In a clip of their morning routine, the adorable dogs first have the sleep pushed out of their eyes. Oh! Sleep. I don't seem to get that much anymore. Do you not get it as you get older? Sleep in the eyes. Oh, just a moment, dears. Knocking everything over here. There we are. Good morning to Maureen. Hello, Maureen. Morning, Maureen. Morning, Maureen. Next, their special homemade breakfast is mixed up in a bowl, starting with some dried herbs and kibble made from organs and bones. Oh, it's a bit like those kebabs we were talking about earlier. Kibble made from organs and bones. Oh, no. I don't know how you do it, people. I really don't. What have you got for dinner? Liver and bacon. You're eating a liver. Oh. Can you eat other things like lungs? Do people have lungs on toast or anything like that? It don't sound right, does it? Kidney. It's steak and kidney pie. People have kidneys. Even when I was eating dead animals, and please forgive me, O Lord, for doing such a terrible thing. Steak and kidney pie would come there, or pudding. Steak and kidney pudding. Frey Bentos. I'd open it up and I'd pick out these bits of kidneys and put them on the side of the plate. Did you do that as well? No one ate the kidneys. Lungs. Can you have lungs? She adds what looks like a blood pudding to each bowl, a supplement for their joints, and finally a spoon of coconut oil on the top. Visibly drooling with anticipation, the pooches shuffle forwards to gorge themselves on their breakfast. They then obediently sit down for an extra cheat of peanut butter. Oh, she don't care, does she, this woman? Predictably, dog lovers were impressed by the effort put into their morning routine and even said that they could do with a meal half that good. Does anyone else do that with their dogs? Eh? I've got an incredibly itchy nose this morning. There we are. Hang on a minute. There you go. There's the two dogs there. They look very happy. They look a bit mean. That little one looks mean, doesn't they? He's got the little man syndrome, hasn't he? You know that little man syndrome, where little men they all get so angry all the time, don't they? The little short men, because they don't really have anything to offer the world, so they just sit there getting angry all the time. Does anyone treat their dogs like that? I wonder. John Parrish, cow's eye and ear stew is nice. Oh. Morning, Philip Hutchinson. Morning, Philip. Crash in the Andes with me and I would show you what I eat. Oh, Philip. I don't bear thinking about, really. I don't bear thinking about that. Daniel Woodhouse. Devilled kidneys. Oh. Deviled kidneys, no. Philip, we love our dogs because we trust them over humans. Oh, that'd be right, Philip. Agree with you on that one. Not cats. I don't think you can really trust a cat, can you? I've heard that if you die, right, and you've got a cat, it will end up eating you if there's no food. Oh, is that a bad thing? I don't know. I think it's quite a nice thing to be eaten by someone you love. Mandy's got her knife and fork out, haven't you, Mandy? She's ready, mate. She's ready, is our Mandy. Oh, dear. Let's have a look. I'd love to. Mark says, I'd love to walk past Peter Wright with an Alsatian. Oh dear. Let's have a look here. What else have we got here? Parkness, cats just bugger off. You don't feed them. Oh, the cat, they're not loyal at all, cats. If they get a better offer, that's it, they're off. Look at that ginger one that comes to see me in Bracknell. He comes over for something to eat. It says a meow. It's all round my legs, it is, this cat. Meow, meow. And it's quite forceful, the way it's pushing itself against me. Really forceful. Gets something to eat, then that's it, it's gone. It's gone straight away. Oh, dear. If you ever go in prison, here is a possible way you might escape. Another story from the Daily Star this morning. Isn't it funny, you know, sometimes you look in a paper, ideally I'd have like 2 stories from each paper, but it never works out like that. You can open a paper sometimes, or in my case online, and you don't find any stories at all, and you'll open another paper and there'll be 5 stories in there that are of interest, or at least that I think are of interest and suitable for the sort of thing that I do here, you know. But the Daily Star today is reporting convicted drug dealer Kai Changpang tunnelled through waste pipes. Oh, what, sewers? Oh, you'd be covered in it, wouldn't you? Adam the plumber gets covered in it sometimes. You know, poo. Oh, the smell. Convicted drug dealer Chao Changpan tunnelled through waste pipes in a DoorDasher's life or death dash for freedom after being sent for execution at the prison in Jakarta, Indonesia. I wonder how the execution was going to happen. Was it electric chair? All your eyes pop out and all that. They should sell tickets for that. I think it'd be highly interesting to watch something like that. And a chair electrocution. Is that the sort of thing you like? A daring drug dealer facing the death penalty escaped by tunnelling through a Jiao sewer. In real life, Shawshank Redemption plot. This bloke was facing execution after being found guilty of methamphetamine smuggling. What the hell is that? Methamphetamine smuggling. Christ, so I'll spell it for you. METHAMPEHETA. I don't know what that is. That must be some sort of drug, I would imagine. So we just call it meths. Meth. I've heard of meth. Methamphetamine. Is that right? Found guilty of methamphetamine smuggling, dug a hole in from his cell into waste pipes and out into the street. He climbed out the sewer. Ooh. Smell. The elaborate scheme is remarkably reminiscent of the iconic scheme seen in the legendary 1994 film, which sees character Andy Dufresne escape from the Shawshank State Penitentiary via... There's some blooming awkward words today, isn't there? A film which... I'll change the words to suit me. A film which sees this bloke escape from a prison in the States. That's easier. Via a sewage-filled pipe, which he spent 19 years digging. Gosh, Red, who's played by the great actor Morgan Freeman. How great is he, eh? Played by Morgan Freeman, utters the memorable line, Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Amazingly, the Chinese drug dealer had successfully escaped jail once before using a similar method. But the resourceful con managed to outsmart prison staff once again in another ambitious scheme. He'd been planning his route to freedom for 6 months, revealing a fellow prisoner at the jail in Tangerang area of Jakarta, Indonesia. He secretly swiped tools from a building class inmates, and then waited until the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace to carry out his audacious plan. Wow. He was facing execution after trafficking 135 kilograms, oh, that's more than I weigh, of crystal methamphetamine, says an Indonesian website. Wow. He's not the first person to do it, though. In 2015, 2 American inmates used power tools to slice through the steel walls of their cells and even trolled guards with a note which says, "Have a nice day." Well, how'd you do that without anyone noticing? It must be an enormous amount of noise doing something like that, mustn't you? I would imagine. Must be an enormous amount of noise. Really, mustn't it, eh? Christ, we've got a lot of producers on this channel today, haven't we, eh? Dear, dear me. Paul and Lou, cats, they poo in your backyard and stare at you. Mad cat lady next door, but one has 15 of them. My mate's got 5, but they're nice cats. Ralph, there's Ralph. He's like grey and black and white. There's Louis, there's Vuitton, there's Lauren, and there's Coco, also known as Kitten, who's this white thing. She's mad as a hatter. Mad as a hatter. Isn't it funny, eh? Right, what else have we got here? Oh, there we are. Blankety blank. Blankety blank, blankety blank, boom, boom, blankety blank, boom. Dave Holland sent this a couple of days ago, this is. Radio Times. The classic Celebrities Meet the Public game show Blankety Blank is reportedly being lined up for return to Auntie BBC. Oh, I used to like that with Terry Wogan and Nat Stick. And Lily Savage, she didn't do it for too long, did she? I think she got fed up doing Lily Savage, really. But excellent show, Blankety Blank. Harmless fun, that's what we like. The classic Celebrities is reportedly being lined up for return to the BBC with Bradley Walsh. It's probably the best Bradley Walsh. Probably the best choice they could possibly make, Bradley Walsh. Fantastic choice. Really, really good choice. I'd like to see him do that and then bring him on to do the Generation Game. Although I'm not sure that they're going to bring that back again after Mel and Sue. I mean, it wasn't their fault. They were just the wrong people for the job. Mel and Sue. You do not need 2 hosts for the Generation Game. It's not about you. It's about and old Brucey made sure of that. It's about the contestants. It's not about you. It's like my karaoke nights. It's not about me. It's about the people singing. It is. That's what it's about. The Sun reports that Bradley is in the frame to be a presenter for a show that last screened for a year on ITV1 in 2001. Did it? Oh, I didn't know that. Who did it then? Who did it on BBC, on ITV? Blankety blank. I must have a quick look at that. Thank you. 1 moment, please. Blankety blank. ITV. Oh, David Walliams hosted a one-off Christmas special on ITV. Okay. I didn't know that. Did you know that? Les Dawson did it, of course, didn't he? Les Dawson. So what, it started off with Terry Wogan, Les Dawson, Lily Savage, and now maybe Bradley Walsh and David Walliams. Well, he did a one-off, so we won't count that one. I used to like that. Blankety Blank featured a celebrity channel, one of which would read out a question with a keyword left blank. Well, that's wrong for a start, isn't it? That's wrong. Who wrote that? Blankety Blank featured a celebrity panel, one of whom would read out a question with a keyword left blank. Wasn't it the host that read out the question, as in Terry Wogan? It was, wasn't it? Well, that's wrong. That's in the Radio Times, that is. A member of the public will try and answer and match as many of the questions of other celebrities' guesses as possible. A TV insider told The Sun Blankety Blank was massive for the BBC and revisiting it seemed like a great idea in the current climate. Bradley is the favourite to be the new host, but bosses behind the reboot have also... Oh, please not Paddy McGuinness. Oh, and Ryland Clark again. Oh, the same people round and round. Give us someone new. Blankety blank, blankety blank. Blankety blank, blankety blank. Why is it just the same people all the time? A pilot is being filmed later this year. If it's successful, it'll go on to become a new series. Well, that could be something to look forward to, depending on the host, of course. It depends on the host. All sorts of stars have been on that. That was good, though, wasn't it? Blankety blank. Daniel says, can I do a blankety blank question, please, if you want to? If you want to. Blankety was never right on ITV. It's a BBC show. Yeah, like so many of them. Morecambe and Wise went on to ITV. What a disaster. Bruce Forsyth, when he crossed, first of all, when he went from BBC to ITV, he did Bruce's Big Night Out. Absolute disaster. Disaster. You don't leave the BBC once you've got a good show. You don't. You do not go for the money. There's a little tip for you. Don't always go for the money. Go where it's working. When I was working at the Black Cap, I was there for 18 years and I got a lot of job offers while I was there and I never took them because I was happy there. Oh, well, how much do you want then? Irrelevant. They pay me enough money. I don't need to go somewhere else for another 50 quid or another 100 quid. No, thank you. Quite happy where I am. And then you also get a bit of loyalty going on there as well with the thing there. Daniel Woodhouse. The best thing about Daniel Woodhouse is his blank. I can't think of anything good about you. That's the trouble, Daniel. Sorry. Can anyone? The best thing about Daniel Woodhouse is his blank. I can't think of anything good that's about you, Daniel. That's the trouble. Can I pass on that? Can you pass? I don't know the rules. Can I pass on that, really? Jason Hughes says, get Michael Barrymore back on the TV. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dale Winton's not with us anymore, I'm afraid. No, Jeffrey. No, Gemma Collins. We do not need Gemma Collins as the host on Blankety Blank. We need a new face. We need, no, not one. We need some new faces. The same people coming round time and time again. I'm sick of seeing some of these faces. Sick of it. Even Philip Schofield, good as he is, I'm sick of death of seeing him on every single blooming programme. Sick of it. What, are you talking about Dale Winton? Yes, he did die. Yes, he did. He killed himself. Did you not know that? He killed himself. It's very sad, really. Or apparently the answer to Daniel Woodhouse's questions is honesty. Is that right? If you say so, darling. I mean, we don't know you, so how can we answer that? We can't answer it, can we? Parknest, our local church, is moving with the times. Last Saturday, there was a blank on the collection plate. No money? Don't know, really. That's right. I thought so, Parknest. The presenter read out the question. You're right. Lorraine Chase, Kenny Everett on Blankety Blank. Yes. You'll find some of those on YouTube. I'm sure there'll be some of them on YouTube. There's Heidi. Good morning, Heidi. Morning to you, Heidi. She's doing a bit of gardening today, I think, Heidi, if I remember rightly. Parknest, it's a shame Terry Wogan and Les Dawson are no longer. There's great entertainers. Great entertainers. People who could do the job properly. They really were. The clue is in the question. Ryland Clark and Go Away as supermarket sweep has gone to pot. Oh, I saw that. Horrendous. Supermarket sweep. I like the music. Ba 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 da da. I watched a little bit of Ryland Clark, about 3 seconds, I think, altogether, and then I couldn't watch it. Dow Winton was Supermarket Sweep. You can't just put anyone in these shows and it works just because they are a name. It doesn't always work. I like the music. Supermarket Sweep. Da da da. Da 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 da. Check it out. Check it out. Apparently Gino D'Acampo's done well on Family Fortune, so we were reading yesterday, weren't we? Eh? Yep, she's got a full day ahead in the garden there. Morning, Heidi. I think I've got a bit. What DIY have I got today? I've got to get the grass off the chain on the bike. I've got a couple of pictures from George Bond to show you this morning. 2 more likes, and I will be able to show you those 2 more likes. I do notice, if you don't mind me saying so, gang, at about 10 o'clock, we always seem to have a sudden increase in viewers. Do we start the show a little bit too early for some of you? Is that what it is? Do you get up a bit later? Oh, you'll be getting up later soon still, because we've got another load of lockdown stuff coming, haven't we? Not a complete lockdown, but nevertheless, as you saw, that very important announcement from those 2 scientists yesterday. Very unusual, actually, to see the telly and having something like that on with no politician, just 2 scientists, which I found a bit odd, to be honest. It was a very serious thing yesterday morning at 11 o'clock, wasn't it? With those, I can't remember their 2 names now, but they seem to know what they're talking about. You know, the deniers will carry on, and they were picking. They were picking it apart on the radio last night and this morning. These announcements that were being made about continuing to wash hands and all that, and all the numbers were going up, all age groups, all areas, they're all on the way up, and they've got a 6-month plan. A 6-month plan, which takes us round to Easter, which is what I said to you, isn't it? Easter. I said it'll be Easter, and maybe things might start going back to normal then. They seem to be very hopeful on a vaccine, don't they? I don't know if you saw the very important announcement yesterday. They seem to be quite hopeful of a vaccine. Not tomorrow, no, in many months' time, you know. But we'll see what happens. One of the other things is, of course, all the pubs are going to have to close at 10 o'clock. Which, that's okay, I suppose. It just means you need to get used to it. Because, of course, pubs used to close at 11. 10:30, some of them. Pubs used to close at 10:30. If you go into the city in London, the pubs there must be either on their knees or already closed. Because those pubs in the city of London, right, their business is lunchtimes. They don't get anyone go in those at night. In fact, a lot of them close at night. They're only open for the lunchtime, the people in the city who come out and have a little bit of a jar. Or they might have dinner or something like that. You know? Have a little meal in the pub. That's their business is afternoon business from the city. Well, if those people are on in the offices, they're not going to go in the pubs, are they? And they don't get anything at night. Around that sort of Tower Bridge area and around there, and in the city of London, a lot of those pubs are not open during the night time anyway, because there's no one to go in them, because it's just surrounded by offices. But now they're talking about closing the pubs. Well, they are. That's it. In England, all pubs closed at 10 o'clock from Thursday. I remember going to the pub and we wouldn't stay there till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We'd be gone at 10:30 before it closed. There'd be a few people staying there till 11 o'clock. In the world of entertainment, like singing, places that have entertainment, as you know, I do karaoke and I put drag queens. I don't do drag. I put drag queens on the stage and put other entertainers on the stage and that. Those people, a couple of those I've been watching on Facebook today, Mona, it's going to kill us all. Well, you're not working now as it is. What's the difference? The difference is that they can still open till 10 o'clock. Perhaps at some point they'll be able to have entertainment back. But that whole 10 o'clock thing, just leave it at that and eventually people will get used to it. They'll start going out earlier. even when I was going out in the 90s, you know, we'd be getting ready to go out at like 10 o'clock at night. Well, now you get ready to go out at 7 o'clock at night. In the 1980s, when I used to go out with my friend Dave to places like the Hammersmith Palais, when I thought I was straight, but of course I wasn't. We used to go to Hammersmith Palais and places like that. We'd be getting ready. We'd be leaving at like 7 o'clock. 7:30, we'd be leaving the house. And we'd go to a pub first. This was actually a pub next to the Hammersmith Palais. And then we'd go in there, I don't know, 9 o'clock, something like that, and people were going in. Lots of people were going in. 10 o'clock, the place would be packed. That was a nightclub. Nowadays, you go into a nightclub, no one in there till 12, 12:30 at night. No one comes out till then. Funny, isn't it, really? So it's just a case of adjusting yourself to come out earlier. It'll be a bit hit and miss at first, but eventually people, if you want to go out, you need to be in there at 7 o'clock. What's the problem? And similarly with the entertainers, instead of the karaoke, my karaoke started early anyway, 8 o'clock, 8:30. Perhaps it will be the case of starting the karaoke, I don't know, at 6 p.m, 6:30 p.m. Although the parking restrictions might be a problem. But you start the stuff at 6:30 p.m, 10 o'clock comes, thanks very much, we'll see you tomorrow. People would get used to that. I don't see the problem with that. Perhaps we can get back to more normal human life when we used to when we were all cavemen and or cave women, whatever you were, you would go to bed when the sun went down. There was no electric to keep the lights on, and we might have had a fire in the middle or something like that. But I think it's just a case of getting used to it. So those pubs closing at 10 p.m. from Thursday, of course. Lucky thing about the I do as you know, the pub I work at. Although I'm not doing a karaoke, they're streaming my my Tuesday night quiz, and that finishes at about 9:30 anyway. So that kind of works all right, you know. That gives them half an hour to finish off their drinks and go home. Really, shame really. I mean, I haven't been in a pub for months now, months and months and months. Fun things to do with Tech. Doesn't go into a pub. He doesn't drink. Well, I don't drink either. Not really. So much as a glass of champagne occasionally if I'm out somewhere. That's about it. I don't like lager. I don't like beer. I don't want to sit there drinking soft drinks all night because it's full of sugar and it pulls all your teeth out your head, doesn't it? You'll end up looking like Peter Wright. He's not with us for a couple of days. He's got some overtime. Morning to Adrian Richardson. Good morning to you, Adrian. Adrian says, pubs in the city of trains, they are much busier in the evening times on a Friday night. In the bar is working out good memories. We had 2,500 people in the evening. Where was the city of trains? Where is that? I don't know where that is. The city of trains. Oh, how are we doing on the like? Oh, we got 22 likes now. Excellent. 22 likes now, boys and girls. So let's show you the pictures from George Bond this morning. Thanks to Gary Ross. I've got a couple of pictures from you. Dylan, I have got your thing, but I don't really want to show that. It's a bit rude for this channel, my darling. All right. It's not offensive, but it's not for this channel. Thank you very much for sending it. I appreciate that. So this is from George Bond, and it's him and his uncle. He's doing his garden up. So what do you think? There we go. There's George's pictures. They're long ways, but can I ask you if you can send pictures in, put them the other way round, because they just don't fill the screen like that. And it just doesn't look so good, does it? But thanks for sending them in anyway. And there's the other one. He's doing his garden up. Well, when do you start, my love? I don't know, George. I think you've taken up all the weeds. Were there weeds on the left-hand side? Let's just wait till that photo comes round again. So you got flowers on the left. Have you the flowers looked all right? Why have you pulled them all up, dear? I don't understand that. Thank you, George. Perhaps a little bit of cleaning on the old paving stones there. Ah, I see. You've replaced all the paving stones. I can see now. So that's the new one. That's what they've done so far. Quite like the pots there, George, you and your dad. Must be very busy with him. And that's before. Well done, sunshine. Well done. You carry on doing it. I think you've finished it, haven't you? But I'm particularly impressed there with the paving stones there. Look at it. Here it comes. Where's the completed one? There you go. That's not too bad at all, is it, eh? Well done, George and his dad. Excellent. You worked hard on theirs. Credit where credit is due, my friends. Is that a light you've put up at the back there, or is that a street light? I'm not sure. Yeah. What happens in that shed? What's the shed for? Is that when someone's naughty, you get locked up in the shed? Oh, dear. I'm glad you like my bike, Heidi. 30 quid that cost. The bike cost 30 quid. It was a second-hand bike. It was for sale outside someone's house. And this bike cost me 30 quid. Then I bought a new tyre, which was about 25 quid. And DJ Chris bought me a seat, which was 30. It was 20 quid, was it, the seat? A gel seat. Oh, dear. All right. Do 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 do. Mandy's here with the pain and suffering. Don't you worry about that. Heidi says pubs are a strange place. Not now. It's just not the same. I went out last night for a couple of shandies. It's strange. No, I haven't been in a pub for months now. March. Do I miss? Well, I never really go out to pubs. Doesn't interest me in the slightest. I've worked in them for years and years and years. And yes, I did used to go out when I was sort of early 20s. When I had my flat, when I used to live in Wandsworth in London, I used to go to a pub called the Jolly Gardeners over on my own. And I used to get absolutely legless. I'd crawl home and go straight to bed, drunk as a skunk. I did that for about 4 months, and then I just stopped, and I never really drunk again after that. Just doesn't interest me going into pubs, you know. Not really. Did Adrian correct what he wrote there? No, he didn't, did he? I wonder what he was saying there. East Coast, that was cheap. My bikes cost me some money in over 20 years. Well, it depends how you buy them, East Coast. If you want one of those ones that all's flashing and like DJ Chris has got a nice bike, you know, a lot of money. His is electric. But you can buy bikes and you can buy bikes. Personally speaking, doesn't bother me to buy anything secondhand. Both of the computers here are secondhand. They're refurbished ones. They were, oh Christ, so much cheaper than buying them new. For the computer to do a show as technically good as this is, you need quite a good processor in there and a lot of memory. And prices were coming at like £800-900 for the computer. I thought, well, I don't really want to leave a £900 computer in a caravan. So I got 2 refurbished ones. And they do the job very well, don't they? Saving a vast sum of money there. I never worried about it. It's the same with the bike. The bike was second hand. Well, I'll take a picture of it if you like. It was 30 quid, the bike. 30 quid. It was outside someone's house. My nephew spotted it, Gary. He spotted it. And he rang up. He said, there's a bike for sale. I said, what's it like? He said, it'll do you. Okay, buy it. 30 quid. Done. Lovely. 30 quid in comparison to, what, 300 for a new one? Something like that. Heidi's about to scrap her bike. Bought it from Halfords in 2000. That's not bad. She's got an electric one, but she's not happy with that. Not enough gears. Electric bike. Too tempting, an electric bike. I thought about getting one, but the temptation to push that button and just let it take over would be too much for me, I think. Sorry, painting the pub name was called the Minories near the Tower of London. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some of them were busy, but a lot of those pubs in the city don't know what, they were closed at night time because there was no business. My mate, he lives in Canonbury. Oh, he's got a lovely room. No, it's a flat. He works for the Skinners. Do you know the Skinners? And he's right opposite the new tube station there. And there's pubs round him, don't seem to do much. I went in a restaurant. I must ring him, actually. Wayne is his name. He's a lovely bloke, he is, Wayne. Parknest has got a custom-built PC from the ground up. How fantastic. Well, did you build that yourself? It's actually quite easy to build a computer with the bits. What's the difficult bit is get the software going, isn't it? To get it to work, Stop that, Mark, saying that about your girlfriend. What a nasty person you are. Although I quite like to be called names at certain points, If you want to sort of start shouting out names to me while you're in action, that would be perfectly all right, Mark. The worse, the better. So Adrian zoomed some. Are you? Are you saying you're painting now, Adrian? You're painting. Oh, you're painting. What are you? Oh, I can't bear doing that. I've actually got one more post to paint out that side. Oh, I could do that today. I've got another little wooden post to paint on this side. Yeah. So much to do, dear. So much to do. Airbus have unveiled. We talked about planes earlier. A zero-emission plane. Oh, yes, in the sun, Airbus have revealed the world's plans for the world's first zero-emission commercial aircraft. The European plane maker said the hydrogen-fueled aircraft could enter service by 2035, so less than 5 years away. It showcased 3 different designs. Very interesting design of plane. Very interesting. I'll show you the pictures. The Zero-E designs represent 3 different approaches to how technology and aerodynamics could lead to zero-emission commercial flights. And I'll show you the pictures rather than do the story, because it all gets a little bit technical and we don't. Do you know what I mean? Stuff gets too technical when they start talking about numbers and things. But they are hydrogen, both in synthetic fuels and as a primary power source for commercial aircraft. Here's one of the designs. What an interesting looking plane. It looks more like a boat, doesn't it? Don't you think that looks like a boat? Like something that's come out of the ocean. Okay? And the picture of the other, then they've got a picture of the 3 designs together. And quite frankly, they just look like normal planes. But if you look carefully, the big one, the wing appears to be, I don't know if it's the way the picture is, but it looks like it's kind of curved. They're the 3 planes there. I know that's not a very good picture, the way I'm showing it to you. But actually, you can't really see. I can see one of the planes has propellers. One of them has jets. And the other one was that other one I just showed you. That first one I showed you, the most distinctive design, is named the Blended Wing Body Plane, which has the wings merging with the main body of the aircraft. All the 3 planes would be powered by modified gas turbine engines that burn liquid hydrogen as fuel and through hydrogen fuel cells to create electrical power. Isn't that interesting? It would create a highly efficient hybrid electric propulsion system, according to Airbus. So there we are. We're moving forward with all these zero-emission things. People go on about, well, you know, if everyone changed over to electric cars now, then we wouldn't have the electricity to make, you know, and, oh, electric cars are no better than ones because the electric is made by coal and gas stations. Well, number one, highly unlikely it's being made by coal-fired power stations. I don't think there's any running, or there's only 1 or 2 of those running at the moment. But, you know, you've got to make the step, haven't you? Eventually, all the electric and gas will come from renewable sources, won't it? It can't happen overnight. Of course it's coming from gas-fired stations at the moment. Of course it is. But eventually they will be replaced. Our wind power in this country is very good, you know. There are some days we're getting like 25 or more % of our power from wind. I don't know. Let me have a look. Wind power use. Wind power use. Let's try that. A lot of the farmers around here, you see a single wind turbine on their farm. I don't know if I'd wind power generation. No, I can't find that now. Can't find that now. But that you go around Skegness and see all these windmills, which I personally don't think. I know some people think they're really ugly. I don't. I think they're wonderful. Them and solar panels and all that business. Very, very good. Very good. Looks a bit like a stingray. You know that stingray? It looks like stingray, that plane I just showed you, doesn't it? Stingray, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's have a look. Heidi says her electric bike won't work. You have to pedal assist it, Chris. I think it's against the law now to sell them where you don't have to pedal. You can import one from China. Well, Chris... I think Chris Woodhouse, is it against the law to just have electric only? Chris, I know that. He knows all about electric bikes, Chris Woodhouse. He's got 2. He's greedy, isn't he? 2 bikes. What's the news on that, Chris? Is it illegal to have them so you just switch them or not? I know it's illegal to go over 15 mile an hour, isn't it, eh? Something like that. Right, one more story, and then we're to do today's raffle tickets. In the Daily Mail, not always a good idea to have a toy boy, boys and girls. They rip you off. They rip you off, especially if they're in another country. We've all seen these stories. A lonely gran. Oh, dear. Why, oh, why do they fall into this? A lonely gran who claims she was conned out of £18,000 by her Ghanaian toy boy from Ghana, lover, and accused of beating him. She was accused of beating him? Oh, please. Has warned other women not to be as naive as she was. She's a former probation officer. And she fell for this bloke called Rodney, a Ghanaian musician, 30 years younger than her. They don't see these alarm bells ringing, do they? She says, oh, bless her, I've been a stupid old woman who should have known better, says 68-year-old Beth of Redditch in Worcestershire. I used to laugh at women who fall for these good-looking toy boys from abroad and think how gullible they are. Now I'm one of them. Gran of 4 Beth met hunky 6'1" Rodney. I wonder what... Ooh, can I do that one? Yeah, I can. Gran of 4 Beth met hunky 6'1" Rodney. I wonder what part of him was 1 inch. I mean, how disappointing, ladies. What is that? Put that away. And she met him after the pair chatted online in December 2014. She flew to Accra, the capital of Ghana, where he seduced her and proposed to her in front of his friends. Oh, Beth. Beth went ahead with the wedding, even though her children back home begged her not to. But after paying for a spouse visa and lavishing £18,000 of her savings on her new groom and his business ventures, she claimed the gentle, attentive man she'd fallen in love with become sulky, moody and cold. I hope you're not going to do that to me, Mark Bowles. But after he moaned about the food, the freezing British winters, and accused Beth of treating him like a slave when she asked him to paint her living room blue. Eventually, after rowing non-stop, Beth refused to renew his visa and gave him the money to fly home along with the free taxi fare to the airport. Well, I'd do the same. Bye-bye, here's the money. Just go, just go. I must admit I'd be the same, just to get rid of the problem. Do you know what I mean? It's all very well saying, oh, you shouldn't have given him... Get rid of the problem, you know. Just pay him off. Go away. Bye-bye. Get rid of it. Instead, he stayed in the country and falsely accused the 5'5" granny of beating him so badly she split his lip, meaning she had to be quizzed by police after they turned up on her doorstep. I don't think so, sunshine. She wasn't charged with the assault and is now divorcing Rodney for the irretrievable breakdown of their marriage after complaining to the Home Office that he won't go back to Ghana. They curtailed his leave to stay in the UK. He told me I was beautiful and that he loved me, but he lied to me and used me. Oh, Beth, how did this happen? I just sold my house when we met and had some savings. I bet you did, my love. I fell for him and thought it was genuine. I thought this was my dream romance coming true, and I lavished him with attention and gifts. I can only dream of ever being lavished with attention and gifts. I paid for everything. We spoke about starting businesses together as I wanted us to be happy. We had the most amazing time in Ghana. It was magical. He couldn't do enough for me. And then it goes on about the We did it in the morning, at lunchtime and in the evening. And it was at least 3 times a day every day. Why do you worry about that so much, everyone? God's sake, just put one of those nasty films on for 5 minutes if you need to. But Rodney changed as soon as he came to Britain. He spent more time sleeping on the sofa than he did in my bed. He would argue and shout about everything, the food, the cold, and having to find work. He got a job in a packing factory. As I said, I didn't have enough money to pay for everything, but he said, how can you be broke when you're British? Oh, and anyway, the story goes on a little bit more than that. How many times do we hear that story, eh? Oh, it's sad. That's just sad, that is. Really, really sad. Oh, well. Bum. One moment, please. Where are we now? Did he have a brother called Derek? I don't know. Daniel says, I don't understand how old people get conned with their ones going round saying that they are wiser than us. Well, you would think so, wouldn't you? You would think they were wiser than us, but it just doesn't seem to happen, does it? Oh, that's just sad, that is. Poor old lady. All right, let's do today's raffle tickets, gang. If you'd like a raffle ticket for Monday's raffle, please speak now or forever hold the vile tongues. Let's have a look there. Where are we there? Oh, someone sent a text there. Oh, Jeff has sent a text. I can't open that. It just literally received texts, I'm afraid, on that phone. All right, Jeff. There we are. Let's, here we go. Right, text time. Jeff's first out there. Morning. Oh, no, he's not. It's all right. I'll do Jeff first. 284 for Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Burley. John Aitken. 285. Jeff Burley. 284. Who was next? John Aitken. 285. Colin K. 286. Mick 287, Heidi Young 288, Diane Jebb 289, Jason Hughes 290, East Coast 291, East Coast, Mark Bowles 292, Maureen 293, Gary Ross 294, Philip Hutchinson 295. Thank you, Phil. There's our Michael Pullman 296. Paul and Lou, 297. Anyone else, please? Paul and Lou, 297. Thank you. If anyone else, please speak now. And I'll just do today's birthdays, gang. Happy birthday on this Tuesday, the 22nd of September, 2022. Michelle Smith, delightful lady. I had the pleasure with working many times. Happy birthday, Misha. Craig Hards. Good morning, Craig. Happy birthday to you. Dale Drury today, 41 years old. Jeroen Habrecht. Hello, 48 today. Guillermo. Long time no see to you, sir. Morning, Guillermo. Happy birthday. Duncan Pritchard, 45. All right, Duncan. 45 today. Phil Marriott. Morning, Phil. He's a DJ. Morning. Vida La Vegas. Morning, happy birthday. Bob Ellis today is 79 years old. Can't believe that, Bob. Gosh, 79. And Jessica Martinez is 35 years old today. There's the birthdays, and here's me singing. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I've just realised I left the blooming light on all night long again on there. Don't suppose those batteries were lasting very long. I keep doing that. Never mind. Alrighty. Paul and Lou. We did Paul and Lou, didn't we? That was the last ticket there. I think we've done all the tickets. Any more texts in for tickets? Did I mention to Jeff? Jeff, you've sent me a little link on the text there. I can't open links on this. It literally just received texts. It don't do phone numbers or anything like that. Mains Farm Wigwams. I'll have a little look at that on the internet a little bit later on. So thanks for that, Jeff. All right, gang. That's the main part of our little show done today. I know some of you leave us here, so thank you very much for joining us. Do join us again tonight for our quiz night tonight. 8 o'clock is quiz time on this channel. 8 o'clock is quiz time on this channel. So we'll see you then, if not tomorrow morning, 8:45. All righty. Okie doke. Shall we do today's little game of bingo? We've got your bingo tickets. Same rules as usual, gang. We only play for the full house. There's not too many people playing at all today, actually. So we're only playing for a full house. Okay. As soon as you've completed all the numbers on the ticket, shout bingo in the chat box, and you could win another raffle ticket. How exciting is that? All righty. Okay. Let's bring up the bingo board. There you go. And are you ready? You ready, Mark? Here we go. Here we go. Eyes down for your first number. 80, blind 80. 1 and 8, 18. 2 and 1, 21. 8 and 3, 83. 2 and 5, 25. 3 and 1, 31. 4 and 8, 48. Boris's Den, number 10. 1 and 9, 19. 5 and 3, 53. 8 and 4, 84. 7 and 4, 74. 4 and 6, 46. 3 and 6, 36. 7 and 5, 75. All on its own, number 1. 1 and 4, 14. Unlucky for some, 1 and 3, 13. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. All on its own, 1 little duck. Quack. 7 and 8, 78. 4 and 3, 43. 6 and 7, 67. 7 and 1, 71. 3-0, blind 30. 8 and 7, 87. 7 and 6, 76. 2 and 8, 28. 5 and 6, 56. 3 and 5, 35. Oh, sorry, SJ is singing along. Was SJ singing along this morning? Was he? What songs does he like? SJ, can you ask him what songs he likes? Or maybe what people singing them? The artists. SJ, are you watching? What songs do you like? I want to know what songs you like and what singers do you like? What pop stars do you like? Do you like I don't know who's in the pop. Katy Perry, someone like that maybe. Onward, 3 and 5, 35. 5 and 4, 54. 6 and 3, 63. 2 and 6, 26. 8 and 2, 82. 4 and 5, 45. Two Little Ducks, 22. Quack, quack. Top of the shop, blind 90. 7 and 9, 79. All on its own, number 7. 60, blind 60. 5 and 1, 51. 4 and 7, 47. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do you like that one, SJ? I like that one. I like that one. And what's that other one like? Ba 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 ba. Oh, what's that one? They used it a couple of years ago as the BBC One Christmas idents music. Oh God, what was it called? I'll look it up at the end of the show. I'll look it up. Don't go away. I'll look it up. 4 and 7, 47. 6 and 1, 61. 3 and 2, 32. All on its own, number 6. 6 and 5, 65. Not S Club 7, no. 2-0, blind 20. Much newer than that. Much newer than that. 1 and 6, 16. Sweet 16. 2 and 4, 24. 4-0, blind 40. All the ones, legs 11. 4 and 2, 42. 6 and 4, 64. 2 and 3, 23. 5 and 7, 57. 3 and 9, 39. All the 4s, 44. 4 and 1, 41. 6 and 2, 62. 2 and 9, 29. 5-0, blind 50. 1 and 5, 15. 5 and 2, 52. 8 and 1, 81. 8 and 9, 89. 1 and 2, 12. 5 and 8, 58. All the 6s, clickety click. 8 and 5, 85. All the 5s, 55. All on its own, number 3. Oh, now that shows me as the winner. All right? I don't know if you know, but I always create a ticket and send it to myself so I know it's working. Now, I've won. Do you think I should give myself the ticket? That is the question. Should I give myself the prize? Because I've never won one of my own prizes. It'd be quite nice to win a prize, actually. Oh, I forgot to mention this morning. Listen, when I buy my fat-free yoghurt, I get these big things. Have you got any suggestions what I could do with this? What could I use this for? Oh, I know what. Perhaps I could display something a little bit better than it is displayed already, perhaps. Eh? How about if we You raise me up. Not that wasn't the song, SJ. I'm desperately trying to think of that song. Oh, can you hear that noise? It's evilness. That's up. Does that work? Right. Does that work like that? Does that work? It might work like that, does it? Huh? Does that look good or not? Give yourself one, Chris. So naughty. I think we'll carry it on and see if we can get another winner, shall we? Oh, look, bless his heart, Gary Ross, he's one of those football blokes, still going on about that win we had. Like, how many years ago was that? Christ's sake, give it a rest, mate. I mean, we run the Eurovision Song Contest in 1992, didn't we? I don't go on about that, my love. Carrying on then. 2 and 7, 27. All on its own, number 4. Too fat, morbidly obese, completely untalented. Everyone hates her. Gemma Collins is 88. 3 and 7, 37. And all the threes, 33. We've got a winner on 33. Let's just bring up the clock there. It's the bingo clock. 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize. All right, here we go. Ticket number 298 is waiting for someone. 298. Who's it going to be? Hello, Frank. All right, Frank. Got on so long that Frank's up there. Frank's in Orlando in the States. Oh, yes, I want to look up that song, Mark. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Right, hang on a minute. I need to play that in a minute. Anyone won? Oh, is he not here? I'll be very surprised if this person isn't here. That's another one that'll drop off the list. Da 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 da. They're here till the end. We got all the well-behaved people at the end of the show. All the mouthy gits disappear at this point. I'll tell you that now. No, we're not going to get a claim, are we? We are not getting a claim. Well, that's a prize. That's a prize. He's usually here. Well, that'll upset him when he finds out he's fallen off the system tomorrow. Da 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 da. Let it count down till the end. Who says all the fun's over now? The fun is never over, darling. Life is just one big party. Right, shall we have another number then? Here we go. Let's cancel the clock down. Here we go. Next number. Oh, we got a winner. 7 and 3, 73. Oh, who's won on 73? 1 minute and 30 seconds. Shut up, Gary. Get timed out for that. Gary's claim timeout. Gary's claim bingo. Timeout 5 minutes, Gary. No exceptions. I hear the planes. Poor Heidi can't even hear what's going on because he's got the planes going over now. Come on, dear. Hurry up and claim. We haven't got all day. But there we are. Paul and Lou have won. Oh, Paul and Lou, you've won a raffle ticket, you lucky things. Here come the numbers. Paul and Lou. 7, 14, 19, 22, 26, 30, 33, 41, 46, 56, 66, 67, last number 73, 80 and 88. Congratulations to Paul and Lou. You've won a raffle ticket. Let me just write that up. You're underneath, so you've got 297 and 298. They are. One of the people with OCD will notice that. Oh, Christ, they're moan. What sad people. Well done. I'm so pleased. Just a minute, Mark. For Christ's sake, I can't do everything at the same time. Bit of patience from your end, I think. Bit patient. Can't do everything at the same time. Can you see I'm doing the damn raffle? Wait. What's wrong with these people this morning? We do get all the well-behaved people with us right until the end of the show, don't we? No disruptors here now. Except Mark Bowles, who's disrupting this morning. You can sleep on the blooming settee now. And that's it. Sleeping on the settee. I'm not having that anymore. People taking the mick out of my good nature. Right. Now, I've got to play this. And hopefully there won't be too much music. Otherwise, we'll get the blooming copyright police. I've got to play it, and you can't hear it. Hang on a minute. How am I going to do that? Right, I'm just going to mute some stuff. And I'll be able to. I should be able to tell you what it is then. Sprout Boy, is that it? No, that don't look right. AI and Sprout. Right, hang on. Let me see if I can find this now. Right, don't sound right. Hang on.
Wales with adult humour. The window.
Nope, that's not it. A Galaxy of Stars, Sprout Boy. Is that him? Hang on.
There once.
Nope, that's not it. Oh, come on, Christmas ident. Sprout ident. Where is it now? Dun 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 dun. No, it's something like that, isn't it? Sprout ident. Sprout Boy. Promo. Sprout ident. Oh, it could be this one. No, that don't look right. How am I going to find this now? How annoying is that? Don't have my songs on here, so I can't find it like that. Oh God. What? When was it then? Let's 2015. That sounds about right. Let's try Google. What song was used on the BBC One? Did I say 2005? Christmas ident. It's lost. Rhythm of movement. Nope. That's it. Clean Bandit. Symphony. Clean Bandit. Hang on a minute. Dare I try that? Clean Bandit. Is this it? This could be it. This could be it. 1 minute.
Get super reliable, super fast broadband and Sky TV for 30.
Oh, shut up. You're bleeding ad. This is it. This is it. This is it. Right, I can play you a very, very small bit of it, Mark. Ready? That one. Recognise it? And this... That's the bit you're... Oh, Christ. Right, this is the bit you'll recognise. That one, yeah? That one? Right? That's the song. That's the song. They used it on the Christmas BBC One ident years ago. Not long ago, 2015. Symphony, Clean Bandit. Does he like that one? How old is he again? I can't remember. I bet I don't sleep on the sofa. Well, maybe not, Mark, you know. That's it, Clean Bandit. Yes. I used to like that one. It's very similar to the Jason Derulo one. Da, da, da. Not the same tune, but the same sort of type of thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. That was the little Sprout. Do you remember the Sprout on BBC One? And it used to be the ident. The ident is the thing that comes on in between the programmes. So at the moment, I mean, the BBC One ident these days is the most boring thing ever. It's a red square with the words BBC One. No globe, no balloons, no sprouts. It used to come up, the little green sprout in between. I thought it was one of the best ones they've ever had, that. Very, very clever. I thought you'd know it, Mark. Does your boy know that one? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shall I try and do the hip movement? Shall I? Right, here we go. Oh, dear. A little bit of tummy. I have to undo that because it's so tight. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? I can do it all, you see. Can you do that hip thing? Did I give you a ticket, Paul and Lou? 298 for you there. 298. Well, there we are. Well, that was an exciting little show, wasn't it? Thank you very much for joining us on the show today, boys and girls. It's been a pleasure as always. I shall be back with you tonight. Tonight is our Tuesday night quiz. Tuesday night quiz tonight, and you can see that at 8 o'clock on this channel. Or if you're not along for the quiz, I'll see you again tomorrow morning at 8:45. Have a nice day. See you soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Cheerio.